You picked a card out of the deck. But you didn't just pick one out of the deck. You actually signed your name. Is your card on top of the deck?
Nope.
It's on the bottom of the deck.
Nope.
It's somewhere in the middle. I'm going to mix these up. You actually signed your name on a card, so I'm actually
No,
going to...
I drew a picture.
You drew a picture. You didn't sign it.
You said I could draw a picture.
That's fine enough. Watch. I'm just going to cut the cards 3 times. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3 cuts. All right? And when I said I'm going to cheat, check this out. There it is right there. There is something written on it. But just for confirmation, bro, what was the card you picked?
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. No, we made a mess. I don't have to do anything. The card's on the floor, so we just skip that part and go to do something else. Cool. I'll try this. Raise your hand again if you pick cards. So you pick one, you pick one. Who's next? Her. Did you really actually pick a card? I was actually, every time I do a show, I usually go to a coffee shop and, just think about the show, maybe write down some scripting, whatever, even though my show really isn't that scripted, as you can probably tell. I did write something down. I was reading this science magazine, because that's the kind of stuff that I'm into, about space and, animals and all that shit. But I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But I did jot something down on this magazine page. And I just want you, for everyone, just name out loud the card that you're thinking of. It's got to be one of them. I'll show you what I wrote down. It's not something I really talk about, but I'm actually psychic. I just found out like a couple weeks ago. I know it sounds like bullshit, but I'll prove it to you. You still have that Sharpie with you, man?
Yeah.
Souvenir. I'm gonna write something down. Let's see. You look like you don't believe any of this shit. You're not buying this, so I want you to think about anything. Anything in the fucking world. Doesn't matter what it is. Now, I would prefer a tangible object, something I could write down. That'll make more sense, but just think of something. Let me know. You have something locked in yet? You do? I think this might. Boom. Now, if I wrote down exactly what you're thinking, that'd be fucked up, right? To be impressed? What's your name, man?
Josh.
Josh. I wrote down exactly what you're thinking. Exactly what you're thinking. Now, let me know if I'm scaring anybody. I don't do this stuff a lot for that primary reason. But look, that magazine page, could you just come up here for 1 second here? I want you to take that, unfold it again. And I want you to tear it in half down the middle. It doesn't matter which way you tear it, but I want you to tear that up a bunch of times. Yeah, go ahead, just rip it. Put them back together, rip them again. And so essentially what we're doing here is we're making a makeshift deck of cards. Because in a deck of cards, you have 52 options, right? But in this, there's a bunch of words on the page. If I had to estimate, I'd probably say it's like at least 600-700 words, right? Different words. You can keep tearing as much as you want, yeah? And if you can, tear it again. If you can't, it's all good. But what I want you to do is tear that up a bunch of times, and I want you to mix them up as much as you like. Okay, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And I want you to take out one piece from the center. I'll turn this way. Make sure it's a piece that has a lot of words on it, all right? It's okay if you drop them. Just pick one out. Let me know when you've done it. And once you've taken one out, I want you to just throw the other pieces. Just throw them. Go to your seat over here. Go sit right there. Shield that from me so I can't see what it is, all right? And I want you to just pick out a big word on there. Just look at it. Any big word. Let me know when you've done it. You got one? Throw that piece. Throw it. Get rid of the evidence. Got the marker right here. I want you to think about the first letter of your word. Try and send it to me, okay? All right? Just try and send it to me through your mind. Don't say it. You're thinking of the first letter, right? At the same time, I'm going to turn this around. I want you to name the first letter of your word. Ready? You said S. Shit. What'd you say?
B.
So it's not, well, technically, if I go like, actually, can I write down the word that I was thinking first? Actually, I will do that. I'll write this down first. Then maybe it'll make sense. But think about the second letter of your word. I know the first letter is a B, whatever, but think about the second one. I think I might know what it is. I'm just going to write this down. I'll circle the word that I wrote first that starts with an S, but I'm going to turn this around, but as I do, name out loud so everybody can hear you. what word you're thinking of.
Barbecue.
Boom. Barbecue sauce.